think ideally in this election watch, I would be like one of the watchers on the moon, you know, with the giant head and the toga, drawn by Jack Kirby, just impartially observing the history of man, not getting involved. The invisible girl would come to me and say, look, can you help defeat Galactus? And I would just be like, sorry, no. And, you know, it shouldn't be about me picking on the Lib Dems and Labour, because it's not fair. But at the same time, there's just so much there. It's this Diane Abbott thing getting sums wrong about, you know, the police. Admittedly, Nick Ferrari on LBC is just a uniquely horrible interviewer.
Talking to you, man.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you, so what's the problem?
What was that?
You heard me. What the fuck are you pushing me? I slapped the smack out.
He always has been, you know, as in that way that only London-based independent journalist can be. He's just a horrible guy, but even so, you know, getting your sums wrong about your manifesto when it should be on the tip of your tongue. And, you know, I want to see like a strong, decisive woman, a strong, decisive black woman in central government. I'd love to see that, but it's not Diane Abbott, is it? Let's be honest. And, you know, beyond that, you hear everyone saying like, oh, yeah, you should have more black people in government, but have you ever thought that maybe black people have got more common sense than to want to be in government? Because it's a terrible job, isn't it? It's a horrible, thankless job. You know, unless you want to be a dictator or a Francis Underwood style character, then, you know, why would you want to be that? It's just unhealthy.
That's all I do feel. An empty pride, a hopeless vanity, a dreadful arrogance, a stupefyingly futile conceit. But at least it's something to hang on to.
Have you seen that? Like the high production value little advert they've made for Corbyn? It's like, I don't know if you ever saw the Armando Iannucci fake documentary from the future. I think it was called Time Tunnel or Time Funnel or something, and it was like just from like the far future looking back on today's times. Well, they've done that sort of thing but with Corbyn, and it's presented by this Scottish guy, this young Scottish guy, but he's got like zero of the swarthiness that you usually associate with young Scottish guys, and he's got like Mick Hucknall's hair, and he's going, oh, looking back, you would never expect, you know, we took it for granted that we've got, you know, good housing. And then he goes, in like bullet points, he says all the stuff that Corbyn changed, like, you know, housing, fair enough, but then straight away it goes, excellent public transport, and then it has a little picture of a train. It's like, yeah, so many working class people use trains, you know, to get minimum wage jobs, and it's not just yuppies commuting to cities. That's crazy talk. And then another bullet point is education, and the symbol for education is a little university motorsport hat.
The teams represent Footlights College, Oxbridge. Yes, that's the spirit.
Surely everyone would vote for a political party that just has three main objectives, right? One, soft Brexit if possible, but hard Brexit if necessary to stop free movement. Two, we start building houses right now, straight away, everywhere. And number three, NHS. And all other departments of the government are run on a skeleton crew until, you know, the country gets sane again. And the Lib Dems have had just a weird week of campaigning. It's like, you know, I said the week before about Tony Blair being wheeled out and he doesn't know he's a toxic banned. Well, I turned on the TV this morning and there was Nick Clegg with his face like the product of a factory making Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan toys. Only the foreman has pressed the emergency stop button because they're coming out with like an expression that looks like he's suppressing his emotions because he's being blackmailed by the devil. Tim Farron, during a walk and talk with Joe Public, said something like, smell my spaniel, like Alan Partridge would, like it's unintentional double entendre, and it's like you desperately want to say to these news monkeys, you know, just bide your time. There's no need to record all these little foolish things that politicians say, because you just bide your time and they will say something worse. It's the same with Theresa May eating those chips in a weird way. Just bide your time. You know, everyone looks stupid when they eat chips. Everyone looks stupid when they eat anything. You know, what do you expect them to suddenly look up and look at the camera and pull a kind of anarchic face like Renton on the Trainspotting poster? It's not going to happen. Just bide your time and they'll do something genuinely stupid in their election campaign, like you know, Miliband unveiling that stone monolith, you know, all full of hubris, like a nerd King Xerxes putting up an obelisk in a Spartan town square, following the huge number of dislikes for my original lookalikes video from a few years ago, and then the universal rejection of my suggestion that Nicola Sturgeon doesn't look like wee Jimmy Cranky and actually looks like E from Entourage. I'm tempted to say, screw you people. I'm not even going to try and tell you who Theresa May looks like. But then again, it's important for the history books, isn't it, that we know exactly who Theresa May looks like. And so I've been fasting and meditating and trying to visualise in my mind who Theresa May looks like. And, well, so far I've just hit upon the Christopher Walken character in Batman Returns. I'm not satisfied with that, so stand by and I will get you a definitive answer about who Theresa May looks like.